Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. This article comes to you guys from thestreet.com. I'll leave a link to it in the description so you guys can check it out. So Verizon quietly plans move that threatens to drive away customers. So this is in regards to the additional price increases that are set for September 1st. Now, I wanted to ask you guys on the channel if you guys think this is going to drive Verizon's churn significantly higher. Verizon's already fairly high. They're at a 0.9, right? How much more customers would they lose with these types of moves? Is it enough, incrementally enough, to drive churn even higher? Or is it just now at the point where they've lost so many customers that they're just going to be flat, right? It's not going to be increasing too much. It's not going to be decreasing, but they're losing just enough to where it remains flat. Because I know a lot of people that are with Verizon that enjoy the experience and they're willing to pay the increases. So with the amount of customers that they've lost over the last several years, at some point it's going to come to an end where the customer's like, I'm just going to endure the cost increases because I enjoy Verizon's network. It's possible. It's possible that they have peaked. Now, I'm not saying that the churn is all of a sudden going to drop and get better, but I think it's stabilizing where they're going to be at the 0.9, the high 8s, the low 9s, moving forward until they make a more significant change. I mean, they don't even allow themselves at this point to allow to churn to get better. They just raise price, and you guys know it takes time to get over that, right? That you start the price increase later in a quarter, that kind of runs into the next quarter. So you blame the churn on that, and then you let it settle for a bit, and then boom, you raise price again. So your churn has no time to recover at all, the way Verizon does business at this point. It's like 2 price increases a year, right? So, and like I said in the previous video, I just think nowadays, I think the carriers don't care about churn anymore. I really don't. I really don't think. The market is consolidating. There's a ton of MVNOs that are on Verizon, cable including for now. So if they go to another provider, they likely will still shed some revenue with Verizon because there's so many brands that are under them, under their umbrella. So they don't mind. So it's interesting to follow this. It's really interesting. Verizon has been going towards this trajectory for years now. Remember, Q1, Q2, Q3 are bad. Churn is elevated for the most part. And then in the fourth quarter, they, even with a higher churn, they outgrow every other number for the year because they go insanely crazy on acquisition costs. It's been like that for several years now. The exact same agenda strategy, even when they had different leadership in the consumer role, Ronan Dunn, Manone, and now Sampath, it's always been the same. Nothing has changed. Now, Sampath has changed volume a bit, right? He's like 80% balance sheet, 20% growth, blah, 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 blah. But even with that, it hasn't put a dent into the churn. The churn has remained flat. So let me know in the comments if you think this is going to drive customers away and that churn is going to at least increase to like 0.91, 0.92, something like that, right? Just a little tad bit higher because of the increase. I think people are getting fed up with it if they're at Verizon. But let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.